Hello and welcome, Slashers. Knife Gripped here, and this is my Chucky TV series trailer breakdown. Let's get into this. The trailer starts with a kid pouring candy onto a table. This right here is Charles Lee Ray, aka Chucky, as a kid. And there's a mask on the table that is very similar to Rob Zombie's Halloween, or just Halloween in general. Man, this new rendition of the Child's Play 2 theme sounds amazing. I can't wait to hear the full thing. That's gonna be awesome.
Everyone has a Halloween they'll always remember. And this is Jake's.
I like how this new rendition of the Child's Play 2 theme gets all distorted and warped until it's no longer playing. And as for that narrator at the beginning of this trailer, it's pretty much the same thing as what they did for the Child's Play 1 trailer. Take a listen.
Everyone has a birthday they'll always remember. This is Andy's.
We see several scenes cut together showing that this series is set during Halloween. And some of these scenes take place during the present day and during Charles Lee Ray's childhood. We see the main protagonist of the series, Jake Weber, at the yard sale where he spots Chucky and gets him for $10. But for some reason, the knives are 20, so man, yeah, quite a bargain there. I want to make a mention real quick that my guess is I think these extra shots of Chucky's hair and clothing with the text over it may be a part of the intro for the series, which I think would be a perfect fit. Jake Weber walks into his room where he has things like the doll sculpture he's working on, some red tower looking thing, an adorable little pussy kitty, and a Mad Ashes poster, whatever that is. Just a fun little interesting idea. What if Chucky possesses Jake's doll sculpture to try and attack him? That'd be pretty cool and creepy to see, some straight up nightmare fuel. It probably won't happen though, because it looks like Jake's father destroys the sculpture as shown in the Legacy of Chucky Comic-Con panel. Chucky's good guy voice, unlike Colt, actually sounds pretty good. I like how they redid the reveal of the batteries in modern day, and Jake Weber's reaction is beyond priceless. I love it. I overall cannot wait to see what kind of spin they put on this really iconic classic scene from the original Child's Play. We then get a shot of Chucky laughing at what seems to be his good guy form. I think that this specific shot takes place right before the batteries are revealed to not be there. From there, we get a glimpse at how everyone seems to treat Jake at school, and it's not very good at all.
Pussy.
They're also rude to him. I find it pretty interesting that they're dissecting a frog here. I didn't know they even still did this in school. And this guy seems to be the big bad bully of the show towards Jake. I can't find him on IMDb at the moment, but I figure we'll see him later at the edge of Chucky's knife. It looks like the frog's heart is like still beating or something. I can't quite figure out what happened here, and if it did happen in the moment, how Chucky was able to do this in the moment, or if Jake did it, why did he do it to the poor Froggy? Froggy don't deserve this. Jake's father's acting all concerned for him in this scene. However, in the next scene, I assume they found him dead down there in the basement with all the cops around the area and Jake and Chucky sitting at the table. But something to really note is Jake's father's comment about how Jake used to have friends. It seems like his own father sees him as less, which is very sad. We see a quick glimpse of Jake and his crush Devin Lopez, said to be a true crime junkie and deep into the mysteries of the Hackensack murders. It was also said in articles that he is an internet influencer and YouTuber, so I really cannot wait to see what they do with this character. And there we see Lexi Taylor, the preppy popular girl of the school, who is also dating Jake Weber's cousin Junior Weber, and I believe she is one of the few people who bully Jake Weber. And for some reason, this Joker is looking at his phone and laughing. Was something funny, bitch? Was something embarrassing of Jake Weber posted online? Now this dude, forget
Don't
Chucky.
forget your boy toy.
This dude is a real villain, pushing Jake to the ground as well as Chucky. You'll get yours, bro. Everyone at this party that Jake Weber's attending seems to be laughing at him, and I wonder, since he's gay in the series, I wonder if everyone finds out about his crush on Devin, and that could cause people to make fun of him at the party, and due to the embarrassment, they would record him. And that seems pretty logical to me in terms of why they're laughing at him, because he seems very upset, Jake Weber does. So this scene is like of a talent show or an assembly, but anyway, Chucky and Jake go up on stage in a pretend ventriloquist act to roast everyone, and in a way threatening everyone by saying, "The joke's on you." I like how Chucky calls them dickheads, and also is in good guy form when he says all that. I think Chucky will seek out murdering all these kids because maybe the parents of the children have wronged Chucky in some way, perhaps through bullying or something even bigger that could have played a small or big factor to him ending up in a doll. It's really cool that they're embracing his good guy look more, especially at the part where Jake's dad first notices Chucky before he turned into a mean-faced giraffe. At this part, I believe Chucky does kill Jake's dad, which I believe will lead to the cops coming to Jake's house as shown earlier in the trailer. And from there, I theorize that he ends up staying with his aunt, uncle, and cousin. I think that Chucky getting up off the carpet like this takes place at Junior Weber's house. This scene of Chucky is pretty unsettling, but I feel like he might have been thrown or something and he's just slowly getting up from it, and if I have to theorize who he may be after in this scene, I would theorize that it's the maid that is shown in this trailer. Jake confronts Chucky about doing something, and I think here's where he questions Chucky about a murder that takes place in the kitchen, which is the maid that he ends up killing in the kitchen. See, this maid, this poor woman is about to die. Since this house is so fancy, that's why I believe that this is the maid for Junior Weber's house. In this scene, Lexi Taylor is walking down the hallway wearing headphones, and I theorize that this is her house that she's walking down. And I told you, that poor maid met her end, death by dishwasher. This part is hilarious. Chucky plays video games with this little girl who is wearing one of those animal onesies. I can't tell what console they're playing on, but my guess is Xbox, but they're playing Fortnite. Ooh, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna cringe to death. That's no lie. But getting to watch Chucky play video games for the first time is epic. Unless Epic Games and their fucking Fortnite game is involved. And how the little girl says her mom said real killing is bad, and Chucky says she's full of shit right before cutting to that boy from earlier literally about to die, is complete gold. It's complete fucking gold. I told you that boy would get his. And hey, we see a quick glimpse of Lexi turning her head like she heard something. So maybe she heard someone die. Jake runs to the party we saw earlier, seeming distressed. I think Chucky is there trying to rack up some bodies. I think this is actually Lexi's house. And there's a bunch of people and balloons around. I wonder if this is some kind of big celebration, or maybe it's just a Halloween party. Jake and Devon seem to look like they're coming out of a closet, and Devon is wrapped in caution tape. We saw a little bit of the same party earlier, but it looks like everyone is cheering for them for some reason. Chucky goes on about something about a World Series of Slaughter. Could this mean that Chucky plans to go big with his murder spree? It looks like Jake Weber is taking a weapon off this rack to fight Chucky with. This reminds me so much of Halloween 1978. We see a first person look at someone going up the stairs and a girl doing her hair at a mirror. I believe we are seeing through the eyes of Charles Lee Ray as a kid, and that woman is his mother. Elizabeth Ray. Lexi and Junior are making out when Chucky, Friday the 13th / Child's Play 1 style, is trying to stab them through the bed with a knife. This shot of Chucky looks really nice in my opinion. The whole upstairs catches on fire through a window, which is very odd, and I wonder how Chucky pulls this off. I'm not sure who this woman is, but she seems to either be a detective or a teacher, as she mentions the weird coincidence of Jake being near when a murder happens. Here's a camera shot where Jake and Junior find the body of the maid and begin to freak out. This looks to be Jake's closet, or a closet in Jake's house, as you can see dolls and little doll heads along with Chucky standing in there. Here's what the murder scene looks like. A knife, which I believe was the main murder weapon that killed the maid. As you can see, it's the same area that she was killed in. And it looks like here she was loaded up in the ambulance and taken away. It looks like Lexi will see Chucky move here as she looks terrified. And she even says here the doll creeps her the hell out. And I think this may take place at the party, this very scene right here. It's killed or be killed, Chucky says, probably trying to justify him killing people and probably even trying to get Jake to murder people too. We get another shot of Chucky about to murder this bully. I hope these two have dialogue between each other before Chucky kills them. It'll actually be interesting seeing Chucky actually kill kids in the franchise for the first time ever. We see Jake's weapon of choice here, and it's a damn good choice. Jake is messing with something over there, but this is the initial shot where Junior notices the dead maid. Here is where we get a look at Junior's mother and Jake's aunt Bree Weber as she gets down on her knees to examine Chucky in the closet. This is that one scene from earlier where the closet doors open, there's little doll heads in there. We know this is the same exact scene because she's wearing the same exact clothes and the room has the same exact look. This closet scene happens during the party and Jake pulls Devin into the closet with them to talk about Chucky. I would say Lexi's going on a jog here, but she looks like she may be running away from something, judging from the look on her face. Jake and Junior seem pissed at each other here as Jake holds Chucky close to the door. Junior, so wondering if Junior and Jake argued about Chucky being alive, and that's the result of this scene here. From earlier, how flames bursted out of the window, the flames caught the railing of the upstairs on fire, but for some reason, all those people down there are wearing headphones during this, which is kind of stupid. So it seems like Chucky's gonna be barbecuing up some people this way. Chucky cookout. Chucky is showing Jake his knife, probably trying to get him into the groove of killing like him. I like how Chucky looks so much like Child's Play 2 in this shot. Paramedics are bagging up a dead body, but it can be hard to tell who this is, but my guess is it's Jake's father. Here we see Chucky charging at the camera with a knife, about to kill that kid that bullied Jake. Jake talks to his aunt and uncle about Chucky being missing. His uncle actually being played by Devin Sawa, who plays two different characters in this series. Skipping the part where Devin mentions Jake's doll problems, at this part I believe Jake finds his father dead as Chucky rises behind him for a scare. God damn, that laugh is awesome. I think it's funny how Chucky offers this little girl to come with them when he kills her sister. Typical Chucky. And from the looks of it, Lexi just may be this girl's sister, especially seeing as it cuts to Chucky about to pursue her in this shot, right after that last scene. And this right here is an easy shot to miss, but it's a pretty cool looking shot of Chucky and it's all red and stuff. Pretty dope. And now for all the notable stuff in the legacy of Chucky. My mother called me Charles E. Ray probably comes from a scene where Chucky breaks down his upbringing. And all these new lines with Chucky, I assume, will be said by Chucky in the TV show.
The name that made me a f***ing legend.
Lexi, by Junior's side, is calling Chucky adorable at school. If only they knew. This is definitely the first and maybe the only day Jake takes Chucky to school, but It seems like Chucky leaves off quite an impression when he takes him there. I really like these fall autumn shots of Jake walking home with Chucky in his arms. It just gets me in the Halloween spirit. I just want October to be here already. This is the little girl from the trailer, and she is in the hospital for some reason. I wonder if Chucky, unknown to this little girl, hurt her somehow. I really wonder if when Jake discovers Chucky has no batteries, he drops them and he rolls under the bed, just like in Child's Play 1, due to this shot alone. So in this behind the scenes thing, it shows how gory the series is going to be, and they're putting maggots in this guy's fake wound for a scene. Damn, I do really wonder how this dude dies, and it looks like, maybe he's dead for a while before he is actually discovered. And the guy looks to have similar coveralls to the kind Devon Sawa's character wears. The drunk. I have no idea who this character is right here, but they're showing us that this series will be really gory and bloody, and I so can't wait to see how creative they get with these kills. I hope they go balls to the walls crazy. Damn. Chucky really fucked that nurse up with all those syringes. God fucking damn. Maybe 3 or 4 is enough, but god damn.
How did you end up like this?
In a scene where Jake literally quotes Jesse from Bride of Chucky, he asks Chucky, how'd you end up like this? And, well, I'll just let Chucky speak for himself.
Great questions.
Let me tell you the story of my first time.
Still, we get to kind of see Chucky in a different light.
It's really sounding like we're going to get some backstory on Chucky's cherry popper of a kill to get him kicked off onto his murder spree, or in other words, his first ever kill. And he tells Jake everything, it seems like, but all this older looking footage that they made look older on purpose is of Charles Lee Ray, or Chucky, as a kid. Now, this is a lot to talk about here. So we see some behind the scene footage of the film crew prepping that dead body up in the background, but who is this dude carrying the knife? He looks to have murdered this guy. What if this is Charles Lee Ray's father? Think about this a brief moment. Maybe much like how it seems like Chucky's trying to teach Jake to kill, what if Chucky's parents, or just his father, is a serial killer, or was a serial killer? Remember in Seed of Chucky how Chucky just believes, for some reason, that being a serial killer has been a family tradition for generations.
Am I going to be a killer?
Of course, it's been a family tradition for generations.
Well, what if the reason Chucky has this ideology is due to how his parents raised him, and what he was around as a kid, until he chose to actually embrace serial killing? It could also be Charles Lee Ray as an adult. Just a couple theories to throw out there. We are now shown a shot of Chucky as a kid getting out of bed and going downstairs to find that person dead on the floor of his house, it seems like, and that person holding a bloody knife who might be his father. But it's really hard to tell because of how they splice up this footage. Before being taken off stage, Chucky gets spicy with the crowd, and it's so awesome to see. Jake Weber goes to the cemetery to visit who I assume is his mother's grave, because everyone who don't know, in this series, Jake Weber's mom has passed away, I believe, right before the start of the series. But whose gravestone is also there? Charles Lee fucking Ray. I assume this right here is Charles Lee Ray as an adult walking off after possibly murdering someone. I wonder if Chucky's first kill takes place on Halloween night when he's a kid, because they keep showing footage of him as a kid. Maybe he kills a bully of his on Halloween night and steals their candy or something. I really hope to see Chucky murder some people during his trick-or-treating. Seeing Chucky with the Hello Kitty mask is also so adorable. Jake goes rushing out the door past Lexi, but why? Does he realize Chucky is not there, so he leaves to go searching for him? Or maybe he saw Chucky going a certain direction or something out of the house and decided to pursue after him. So many questions. Someone is in a quick hurry to leave that driveway. I wonder if Chucky spooked them.
I always say, killing's good, clean fun for the whole family.
Killing is clean fun for the whole family? Chucky, you silly. Jacob Weber's Aunt Bree looks to be comforting Jake after what I'm guessing is the death of his father. However, Junior, his cousin, seems to be irritated with Jake and wants no part of him at this point, it seems like.
What did you mean today about me having a secret?
I was just trying to be funny.
Jake's Aunt Bree apparently has some kind of secret that Chucky must have told Jake about. Or not. What secret could she possibly have? Whatever it is, it's definitely tied to Chucky somehow. We get two sides of Devon Sawa here, where he plays two different characters. Lucas and Logan Wheeler. One character being an asshole drunk, and the other being a calm and nice guy. All shown in a dinner scene. Apparently the characters Devon Sawa plays are twins.
Would you give it a rest? He's 13 years old, he doesn't know what he is.
Here's another example of one of Devon Sawa's characters being an asshole, the drunk.
Give me that.
You know that, I don't think you want to
Go to your room!
He pushes Jake around, yelling at him to go to his room. And as you can see, he's holding a glass of beer here, so obviously he's really drunk. He sends Jake to his room and Jake begins to cry. Poor kid.
They were all laughing at you.
They were all laughing at you. I'm getting straight Carrie vibes from this scene. I wonder if someone got murdered at school on the stage just because of this reaction alone. Chucky is gonna attack Lexi in this scene in this classroom.
I'm your friend to the end.
You get fucked with that shit. I'm not 6 years old.
Chucky's gonna have to find a new way to persuade Jake because his old tricks that he used on his previous kid victims aren't gonna work here. The relationship and bond between Jake Weber and Devin Lopez is looking to be pretty strong. And this mural of this kid, I bet Chucky had to do with his death somehow.
Okay, if I sit here?
Yeah.
And speaking of people that had to do with certain things, I think Lexi had something to do with everyone laughing at Jake at that party, which is why Junior is arguing with Lexi here.
It was f***ed up, Lex. You crossed the line.
Heidi fucking ho. I hope he actually says this in the series. If he does, my life will be complete. I will say that I love the work they put in to make Chucky look amazing for this show. I fucking love it. Oh shit, my bad. I think is a way he's taunting his victim here a little bit. And I believe this is the same scene where Chucky's about to murder that bully of Jacob Weber. I wonder if Jake attempts to kill Chucky, judging from a few of these scenes. Holy crap. Jennifer Tilly and Fiona Dourif sex scene. Ooh, that's nuts. I don't know why, but Jake is giving that little girl Chucky. What the fuck are you thinking, dude? What are you thinking? So we get a look at Charles Lee Ray's mother here. She sees Charles Lee Ray right before, I assume, he murders her.
I said friend, Jake. Nothing more. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I wonder if during this part at the talent show, if Chucky is trying to tell a joke, which is what it's really looking like, seeing how some people are laughing. And it makes me really wonder what joke he's telling, if it's really that funny.
Some people just deserve to die.
Some people just deserve to die. In your case, you mean everyone, right, Chucky? Because you just murder whoever, Chucky. On a serious note, I think he's talking to Jake about his backstory and talking about who he first killed. Maybe he feels like people like his mother deserve to die, or the people that wronged him deserve to die. And maybe he's talking about whoever he managed to murder. Maybe. they deserve to die. Chucky is posing as a trick-or-treater here, as Jake is trying to chase after him. It looks so cute. Chucky must have done something to warrant him being thrown away by Jake. Like murdering people. Or maybe this is perhaps after he checks for batteries and finds out that there's none, and it freaks him out and he throws Chucky away, and then Chucky digs himself out of the trash to pull out a knife in front of Jake Weber.
And just wait till the end.
Fiona Dourif says something really interesting during the Legacy of Chucky panel. So she goes on to say, just wait till the end. So I'm assuming we will possibly get a final showdown with Andy and Kyle, and it's gonna be really crazy and epic, and there's be some crazy shit. What if they show like Gwen and Gwenda at the end or something? Like some just fucking nuts shit, some crazy shit.
Whose team do you want to be on?
Whose team do you want to be on? Chucky is probably trying to convince Jake to work with him in a way. And he's probably making him choose between the people that wronged him or, well, Chucky.
I want Chucky!
This final shot, I am pretty certain that this guy with the gray hair is Dr. Foley's actor. And he was said to be in the show at some point, and when I heard about it, I was assuming he's going to play a different character, and I'm pretty sure this is him right here, and he's playing, I think, a father of his family, I'm pretty sure. So after fully breaking down the Legacy of Chucky panel as well as the Chucky TV series trailer, overall, I cannot wait for this show. I'm super hyped. I got even more hyped digging deep into the Legacy of Chucky panel and this trailer. I know they came up with a lot of theories, and not all of them coincide with each other, so just let me know the theories that you guys believe in that I came up with, and if you have any theories, leave them down below. I wanted to come out with an in-depth breakdown of the Legacy of Chucky panel as well as the trailer. Just something, you know, nice and big, and I hope this does well, and I hope you guys like it, because I put a lot of work into it, and I have lost a bunch of sleep from making this video, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Definitely subscribe to Become a Slasher. All social media links and my merch. That's good below. Thank you guys so much for watching my breakdown video on the Chucky TV series trailer and Legacy of Chucky panel. I am super happy to make this. There's a lot to talk about, and like I said, not all theories are going to coincide with each other, so let me know what theories that I brought up you believe in, or come up with your own. I'd like to hear what you guys think will happen. It will be a ton of fun, but I'm out of here, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget, guys, to keep on slashing.